Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is your captain speaking. Just a little bit of flight information. Coming up on your left, you can catch a glimpse of our beautiful islands, Curaçao, Bonaire, and Aruba. Thank you for flying with TUI in collaboration with Fuego, the final destination of the Netherlands. Connecting you around the world through esports.
Well, we visited Rotterdam, the land of the Antilleans, and of course we went to the most known university there, Erasmus University, which of course holds a lot of the Antilleans from Curaçao, Bonaire and Aruba. And we went to Erasmus Sport, which is the foundation of all the sports associations, and we sat with the director, Jan de Ruiter, who gave us a lot of insights of how the whole foundation is structured and of course how the Esports Association forms part of it. Hello there, John. Nice to meet you. We can start with introducing yourself for the camera, your name, your age if you want to share it, and where you're from and your position here at Erasmus Sport.
Yeah, so my name is Jan de Ruiter, it's hard to pronounce. I'm 45 years old, 2 kids and a dog, I have no secrets, and I'm director of the Erasmus Sport Foundation. We are a separate entity, but all we do and live for is facilitate sports for students at Erasmus University and employees. We have 11,000 members, and I think it's 4 years ago that we started with esports. We supported the association that started, and we see a growth in it. We have over 50 sports that we offer, and all you need is this one very valuable thing that we call the Erasmus Sports Pass.
Okay.
And with that, it's your ticket to paradise. Not only the Caribbean are paradise, but also our facilities. And so with your sports pass, you can do over 50 sports whenever you want, 7 days a week, 52 weeks a year. And we always try to add value if there's trends, new stuff coming up. Wow. We try to add it to our program. The Esports Association has people that really dedicated, became a member to play esports. But I think there's also members of other associations that, for example, play volleyball that are also part of the Esports Foundation.
Yeah, which is nice to see. Yeah, it's a lifestyle, so we always say.
Yeah, definitely.
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay. So you being the CEO of Erasmus Sport, what are your responsibilities? What does your day-to-day look like?
Day-to-day is facilitating all the associations and the sports. I mean, all our mission in life is to add value to that pass, to that sports pass, you know. So whenever there's a new climbing or padel or bouldering or whatever facility in the city of Rotterdam, which is a fantastic city because it's very dynamic and it's growing a lot, we try to hook up with them. For example, when during Corona, we made a deal with the SUP association here very close by, you know, supping?
No.
On those boards on the water, because that was one of the few sports that you could actually do during the lockdowns.
Okay.
So students with their pass could go there and get a board and go subbing on the lake.
And stay fit.
So, yeah, and stay fit. Yeah, but also have fun.
Yeah.
So because that's the main thing, rather than other sports associations, the social element for our customers is maybe even bigger than to stay in shape.
Yeah.
Because they're young, 18 to 22. They are generally, they don't have the average problems with health, etc., etc. A lot of them are coming from abroad to study here. So very often we see people completely decked out and dressed up, go into the gym, meet a friend, chat for 45 minutes and leave without a single workout. Yeah. So that's, you know, they want to have fun and they want to meet people. Yeah. That's a very important part. I think 5 years ago the first sort of initiative was taking place. We are not a very technical university, so for example Eindhoven, Twente, Delft, they already had associations. We are, as we call it, an alpha university with law, medicine, economics, etc. So less people that adopted the lifestyle early, but we saw it come in and we facilitated them, and we are in Rotterdam, which has a big focus on esports, because Ahoy Rotterdam, League of Legends, etc., etc. They organized already big events.
Yeah.
So there's a big focus in Rotterdam, and we decided to support them, which whatever, pretty much, from screens to computers to etc., etc. And we are facilitating them with the space in the House of Esports, where they are located.
Okay.
So whenever you guys need something, you pretty much give us a call, and we try to facilitate it within reason, because we have a lot of associations.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, no, that's really nice to hear. Indeed, there was a finals once here in Ahoy, right? In the stadium.
I don't know if it was League of Legends.
That was League of Legends.
Okay,
the big finals. It wasn't World Championships though, right? The EU finals. Yeah, you went. So, okay, cool. I don't know if you know the answer to this, but how many students more or less form part of the association? Of the Esports Association?
I think it's going towards 100 as we speak. And I think we see there's a big interest in association, so I think the number will climb.
Yeah.
And we see that with all associations.
Yeah.
But I think about 100 are member of the association, but I think out of our 11,000 customers, more than 2,000 play games on whichever level. You know, it might be that they play casual, FIFA or just in their student homes. So I think there's a big potential.
Yeah, 100%. Okay. There's a difference indeed between really competitive players that really want to form part of association.
Or be creative, have fun.
Of course. All right. Awesome. So in different parts of the world, esports might not be considered a real sport yet. What is your perspective on that? Because here in the Netherlands, it's taken very seriously already.
Yes.
In Europe in general. But if you go and look in, for example, in our islands, it's not taken as serious as of yet. What would be your take on that? So like a message maybe you could give to the community there.
It was the same here 5 years ago. Even the board of the university, what e-sport? That's not a sport, you know, tennis, hockey, those are sports. I think what we've done in the beginning also, you have to be mentally very sharp, and focus is a main part of esports, just like with chess or with checkers or with other sports. And I think physical workouts could help your focus. We, for example, 3 years ago, we introduced some sort of an e-sport workout in the gym on specific muscle groups that you could train in order to be more, focused on what you do. I think you get incredibly tired from playing esports fanatically, if you do it really like fanatically.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about marathons of all-nighters, etc., etc. But if you really go into it, you get tired, and that's the essence of sports, You get tired of it.
Yeah.
Okay, you might not grow a six-pack, but it's very intense. I mean, if you depending on the level that you play it.
Yeah.
I think that defines a sport, not necessarily the muscle growth or whatever.
We had a conversation with the Royal Dutch Navy, and they were talking about how esports can also be used in an educational manner.
Absolutely, yeah.
With how, for example, their the Marines, they were playing video games and they were practicing and training their their strategy, their communication, their leadership. All of that is also implemented via esports, which is found pretty cool, because you're not you're practicing it in a non-life or death situation, and then you're able to implement it when necessary.
But also, big topics here in Rotterdam and worldwide, I would almost say, apart from very poor areas. Overweight with kids, I am sure that if you tell kids you should work out more, then it's hard to motivate them. But if you place them in a cool e-sport environment and challenge them to do the actual workouts, just like the Marines, I think it will work. It could really help 100%. Avoiding obesitas. I'm fascinated by the association, and by, I've been to what was that fair in Ahoy? Amazing. It's like a completely different world that I didn't even know that existed, So I have to dive into it.
So after having the conversation with Jan de Ruiter, a very interesting one, we went to the campus of Erasmus University and gave ourselves a really nice tour of the whole place. Hey guys, so just arrived. We just finished our meeting with John, the CEO of Erasmus Sport. It was a very interesting meeting. A lot of information to process, definitely information we can use and adapt to in the Caribbean. And now we're walking in the university on, this is not campus, right? It's campus. Oh, it's campus. After doing that awesome tour at Erasmus University, we went on and visited the Erasmus Esports location, which is at House of Esports, and got to meet with the president of Erasmus Esports. His name is Simon, and Simon gave us a lot of insights of how the Esports Association at the Erasmus University is and how it functions and what all activities they do and how they also compete in different esports tournaments.
So I am Simon Berculo, I am 21 years old. I am originally from a town near Utrecht, but I live in Rotterdam since last year. I've been with this association, Erasmus Esports, for 4 years now, entering my 5th year. I've done 2 board years before, and this will be my 3rd, and this time it will be as president of the association. So I'm basically in charge of the board in general. I'm the last one responsible for making sure everything goes right, and then I'm also there to assist our new members into the association, do a lot of networking with other parties, etc., etc. Our mission is basically to provide a social community for the gamers that are also students in Rotterdam, and for them to meet each other, game with each other, or do completely other things, but we all share the same passion of gaming, and that's what unites us. And we also think it's nice to be able to pull people out of their comfort zone a little bit and try to provide them a bigger social sphere, because like myself included, gamers can be a little bit introverted, but ever since my student times that flipped complete 180, also because I came here. So we also try to invite people to be a bit more social and make friends at our association. So we've had a League of Legends team playing in the Dutch College Premier League, which is the highest level of student League of Legends in the Netherlands, for 4 years now. Out of those 4 years, we've won the competition 3 times, and last year we got 2nd. So we're looking to retake our crown next year. And then also we've started up Counter-Strike Global Offensive teams. That's been about a year in the making now, and they've played their first competition in the last year. And then also we have a Rocket League team that plays in the European University Rocketeers under our banner. We're looking to include them into the organization even more, to maybe get more Rocket League players in and have like players scrim amongst each other. So we're definitely looking to starting that up. And then there's also going to be other competitions popping up this year, specifically in the upcoming year. So we're going to look to join anything that pops up. But yeah, our foundation lies in League of Legends, but we've been expanding for the past 2 years. And now we have some other titles as well. My goal before this year was to get our member count up. This is the first time we've ever been above 100 members. So that's already a small achievement I've had. Yeah. But I think for us it's really important to make sure people find a nice group that they like to stick with, that they fit in, and that they keep coming back. Because often what you have with student sports associations is that there is a core of people that keep coming back, but some people just drop off and don't come anymore, and we don't see them anymore, and then it's hard to get them to come to the meetings again. So for me, my biggest goal would be to have as much people as possible really connected to the association, make sure that they can have their fun whenever they want to, and that they stay with us for like at least a year if they are ending their studies, or that they stay with us for the entire studies, because I think we're a very fun organization to be a part of, but I think it's my job to make sure that everyone feels welcome and that they want to keep coming back. So we have a location where we have all our weekly meetings at, so where our members can come to play games or hang out with each other at a bar. That's at House of Esports. That's one of our main partners because they provide our location. And we also collaborate with them on events and such. And then we are, of course, part of Erasmus Sport, which is the like overarching sports organization of the Erasmus University, who provide us with both financial and logistical support, and they're also our link to the university for like introduction week and such. And then since the 1st of September this year, we've started a partnership with Omen by HP. And Omen has provided us with like high-end gaming hardware, PCs, monitors, everything you'd need to play any title out there right now. And they'll be a partner of ours moving forward in promotion events, but also mainly to provide the 10 PC setups that we'll be playing on every single week. Almost everyone can find something within esports to enrich their lives, whether it be social, whether it be career, whether it be just the fun you get out of playing like a competitive game and trying to win. If you like video games and you are looking for a new group of people to meet, a new community to find friends in or hang out in, I think definitely consider walking into your local esports association, because the Netherlands has a lot. But definitely, if you're from Rotterdam or nearby, come have a look at our facility. We're there every week to have like a fun night with our members, have a drink, and non-members are welcome if they want to come as well. And I think everyone can find a new friend or a new hobby or a new game to play. Like there's so much to gain from finding a community of like-minded people, and I think gaming these days is a very easy way to bond. I think a lot of people game or have gamed before, and I think being social, especially like in my stage of life and the stage of life a lot of other students are in, I think is really important, because being social contributes to your mental health, and I think everyone knows these days mental health is a big topic, and if you have a large group of people around you that support you and that you're hanging out with, I think that's a really big benefit.
What's up, guys? Just a reminder that you can automatically enter a raffle to win 3 big JBL prizes by just signing up for the partners newsletters. Please sign up on the link below. So after our conversation with Simon, we also sat with Charlotte, who also forms part of the board, and she gave us her perspective of how the Esports Association at Erasmus University works, and also how she joined. Hi, Charlotte.
Hi.
My name is Jeff. I'm the owner of Fuego. We're an esports organization in the Caribbean. We're founded and based in Curacao, but we're operating in different Caribbean islands and in Latin America. And we came to Holland. I don't know if Simon explained a little bit to you why we're here and what we're doing.
Yeah, I was also in a meeting with you guys back.
Oh, that's you.
Yeah, that's
there you
me.
go. All right, awesome. Cool. Now you know. Okay, cool. No, we're gonna do a small interview with you just to get a little bit of information about Erasmus Esports, the association.
Yeah, sure.
And get a different perspective from you. And it'll just be a conversation, but of course we have questions directed to you, and then depending on how the conversation flows, more questions might come up, and I'll just ask you. And if you have any questions for me, you can also ask during the interview. I'm going to be looking a lot at my phone because the questions are here, just in case you don't think I'm texting.
No, it's okay, it's okay.
Okay, cool. Do you have a specific role here in the board, or?
Well, I was on the board for the past 4 years.
Okay,
I've been vice president twice. I've been a secretary, and I've been in charge of the social media and marketing. And this upcoming year, I won't be in the board, but I will be part of the lustrum and the activity committee. So I'll be hosting events and making sure that we celebrate our 5th year as an association.
You're one of the oldest members here.
Yeah.
Awesome. Were you also part of the founding team?
No, it was founded half a year before I joined the association. So I've been helping building it up for sure, but I wasn't one of the founders.
Okay. All right, well, let's get right into interview because we're already answering everything. Okay, cool. Now, could you introduce yourself, like your name, your age, if you want to share, if you're studying, what you're studying, and then also your position here currently, like you just said, in the association.
So all the backgrounds? Or?
Yeah. No, just you as a person. Introduce yourself, your position here at Erasmus Esports, and then from there, we'll get into
Yeah, sure. So I'm Charlotte. I'm 23 years old, and last week I graduated as a medical doctor. So I'm finally done. I've been in the board for 4 years as a vice president, as secretary, and as social media and marketing. And this upcoming year, I will be mostly focusing on the activity committee and the lustrum committee. So organizing events for our members and celebrating our 5th year as an association. Erasmus Esports is the esports association of Rotterdam. We basically host social gamers and more competitive gamers. We have our weekly meetings, our social events, but we also try to excel in competitions by coaching our members, getting into tournaments, and really being the best of the best. We've already been part of multiple tournaments from the lowest levels up until national and international level. So we try to provide anyone who calls themselves a gamer at least something.
An opportunity.
Yeah,
awesome.
for sure.
I want to actually tackle that question right away. You said internationally, nationally here with the Dutch colleague. What leagues do you guys participate in and what games?
So right now we mostly play professionally in League of Legends, Rocket League, Rainbow Six Siege and CSGO. We have teams for people who are basically unranked, so the more for fun kind of leagues. But we also have people who want to compete at a higher level. So we've played nationally, and with our League of Legends team we've also played internationally at one of the World Championships in Kaohsiung, Taiwan. So we're really up there and trying to beat the best of the best.
How, deeper in that, you said in Taiwan, World Championships, how does that work? How did you guys compete in that as Erasmus?
So in League of Legends we participate in the Dutch College League. It's a national student competition where other esports associations can participate in as well. And we've placed third for the past 3 years. And once in a while there's another tournament attached to the Dutch College League. So 2 years ago, in 2018, it was the Amateur World Championship. We got shipped off to Kaohsiung, Taiwan, and we participated against other amateur professional teams. But it was quite amazing because there were also people participating who are playing in, for example, the LEC right now or the LPL. We got to meet the Taipei Assassins or other pro players, so that was quite an experience.
No, definitely I'm impressed. I didn't know that was a thing.
Well,
Awesome.
there you go.
Awesome. And what is the mission directly? The most important mission for Erasmus Esports?
Well, basically to provide an environment for any esports enthusiast here in Rotterdam, whether it be social, whether it be more competitive. We just want to create something for them so they feel at home and feel like they can connect with other people who share the same interests.
Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Short and sweet.
Okay. Like them.
And your responsibilities right now, as it was a mouthful, your position.
Yeah.
So your job then is to host events.
Yeah. So I've been part of the board for 4 years, 2 years as a vice president, meaning that I mostly support the president in his duties and I lead the committees. So we have different committees going from activity committee, strip committee, lustrum committee, marketing committees, basically anything that needs to be done within the association. And right now I'm more focusing on these committees themselves. So I try to host events for our esports enthusiasts and try to celebrate our 5th year as an association by maybe throwing a gala, throwing a pub quiz, basically making anything about the association and just celebrating it.
Awesome. Wow. Well, early congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
No, awesome. And what got you into esports? And what inspired you to form part of Erasmus Esports?
So I've been playing games for quite a bit. I mean, way back when I was younger, I already played Pokemon, but when I was like 10, 11, I got into League of Legends. Basically the first year it was there, the beta year, and a friend of mine graduated a year earlier and he became part of Erasmus Esports when it was founded, and he was like, hey, sure, you really need to join, this is really fun, we're still looking for people who are as enthusiastic as we are. So I joined in and I basically never left. After 5 years I'm still here and I'm kind of part of the inventory, I would say.
Okay.
So,
And you finished medical doctor at Erasmus University itself?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, awesome. All right. And do you guys have different universities or hogescholen that form part of the association, or is it just Erasmus University?
So we're a Rotterdam-based student association, meaning that we mostly host students from the Rotterdam Erasmus University or from the Rotterdam Hogeschool, the University of Applied Sciences. But people have friends from all over the country since they usually move a bit around when they are going to a university. So we have also people from the north, from the south, from the east, from the west, Dutch people, local people, but also international students. So it's a whole whack of kind of people. We provide anything for all esports enthusiasts. You don't have to be from Holland, you don't have to necessarily study at the Erasmus University, but we just want you to come to our place, have fun, socially, but also competitively. If you want to bring something new to the table, we're more than open to that. And we just love to have you.
Right after the meeting with Charlotte, we went straight to the meeting that Erasmus Esports was having that night, where basically they have one every single week and Erasmus University students can come, have a nice drink, have a nice time playing some video games with the association members already, and they can also then sign up to try and form part of the association. Fuego members were also there. I was personally there and it was an amazing night.
Hi, so tonight we're at Erasmus Esports, House of Esports. We're having a meeting with all of our members and also new upcoming members. We're playing games on consoles, computers, we have a pool table, a climbing wall, and of course you can also get a drink of one of our bars, so come on in. Make sure to clean your hands first. So people can basically play whatever they like, whenever they like. They can go wherever they want. This is the pool table, for example. Professionals playing at the moment. And if we move along, you can see that we also just have many board games. People can play whenever. But we also have multiple consoles. And since recently, we also have like 2 really state-of-the-art gaming racing seats. People can race against each other. They can race online, and it's really, really awesome. And of course, not right here just yet, but we're getting 10 new gaming PCs. Right now it's just 8, and people can play against one another. And of course, more consoles, a climbing wall, and the bar to end with. Get a drink, enjoy the evening, and just enjoy the night. Hij lijkt zichzelf. So Erasmus Esports recently got a new partnership with HP Omen. They're providing us with 10 new state-of-the-art gaming PCs with 4K monitors, PCs including 370 Ti gaming cards, peripherals, and we're just going to make sure that everyone playing on them is going to get the best they get. And we're going to have fun whilst doing so.
So that was it for our visit at Rotterdam, where we visited the Erasmus Esports Association, Erasmus Sport, and Erasmus University. We're definitely going to be figuring out as Fuego how we can collaborate with Erasmus University's Esports Association, bringing more opportunities to other Antilleans that go there, and of course, letting all of you be able to join the social activities as well. It was a very nice time meeting up with Erasmus Esports from the Erasmus University, and of course we spoke about different ways how we can possibly collaborate with them as Fuego, but one of the things I personally saw is how we can motivate and inspire other Antilleans that visit Erasmus University or some colleges in Rotterdam to be able to join in on all the social activities that they host there at the association.